Okay, so, yeah, I have a confession to make. Promise you won't get mad, though. No, you gotta promise. Oh my god, I don't know if I want to tell you. You're so funny. Okay, but in all seriousness, so I scripted this the day after my top surgery. Dude, you said you wouldn't get mad! Oh my god, you pinky promised! Oh my god, stop! Jason! Oh my god, you're so stupid. You're so silly. I'm telling teacher. Teacher! Jason is being silly. He's being a silly goose again.
Ignore the misogynistic undertones, thanks.
Yes, my collective audience is a white boy named Jason. Do with that information what you will. In all seriousness, so yes, I wrote this the day after the surgery. I don't know when I'm gonna record it. Well, I mean, I'm recording it right now, but it's been some time since I scripted it. It's actually been a whole week. No, wait, it's been 6 days because I had surgery on Monday and it's Monday now. Math! I know, I've let you down. I said I was gonna chill. I tried hard, but I just can't help it. The grind never stops, dude! This is what I want to do. This is what I'm meant to do. I was laying in bed trying to watch YouTube, but I was just itching to write down my experience, you know? I was dead ass ranting to myself in my head and I had to write it down. Like, my videos is basically just what goes on in my head. It's just a manifestation of my rant in my head, and that's why it's messy. I find it hard to relax in general, but I thought I would be in bed, out like a light for the rest of the week, but honestly, even though I'm in pain, or I was in pain, I just want so much, but my body wasn't cooperating. I was getting myself cleaned the morning I was writing this, and I was like, oh wow, I feel great. I feel like I could go back to my everyday life like right now. And then I got dizzy and I had to lay down, so maybe not, maybe not. I was probably running on endorphins or whatever it's called, and painkillers, of course. Well, I'm not on painkillers right now because I take it like a man.
Facts. Logic.
I mean, though, the first day, whew, I took my painkillers like half an hour later than I planned, and I could really feel it in my chest. It hurt so bad I got slightly paralyzed at one point.
To be fair, it mostly hurt in my spine because the compression vest was squeezing the life out of me. It's meant to prevent any swelling, so I just had to suck it up.
Also, my chest is like completely numb, but in pain, if that makes sense. I mean, I can feel it right now. It's not too numb. I can feel the chest and stuff, except my nips, so it's gonna be fun seeing how that turns out. Oh my god, can you hear the seagull?
Yes.
Oh my god. When the surgeon first let me take a look at it, I got heebie-jeebies. Some people said it's possible I might go into shock and I shouldn't judge the results immediately. That's not it at all. I absolutely loved the results. I couldn't be happier. It looked absolutely amazing, no flakes, but I think I have a better chest than like 90% of cis men out there. Sorry dudes, it's not a competition, but if it was, I would be winning this.
Female dog.
However, I was still kinda taken aback by the fact that my entire chest was just completely numb. I mean, of course it's numb.
You stupid.
They just removed tissue, I'm on painkillers and stuff. But it's like a shock of seeing something that doesn't feel like it's attached to you, but it is. And it's slightly, you know, scars and such, but like, it looks good. I mean, it's still slightly numb and it's only gonna get better with time. It's kinda, it's hard to stretch. I mean, of course, I'm not supposed to be stretching, but like, it's, when I take it off, it's hard to move, like, it feels really tight. My chest feels tight.
P-word.
I'm really happy I'm wearing a compression vest, so I don't have to see it, or I would be freaking out like, where the fuck is my nipples? Why can't I feel my nipples? Like, they're there, but no, seriously, I've been like patting myself up and down and like, where the toothbrush are those nips? I'm sorry. So yeah, that's all I have to say about the results, because I only just got back from surgery and I still have my stitches, so I'll update you when I find my nipple or something. Instead, I want to talk about my experience at the clinic, which was just absolutely amazing. I've talked about it before, but I was very happy with my choice of surgeon. Not that I had a choice to begin with, but if I did, I still feel like this is who I would have chosen. I went to a private clinic, and now in hindsight, I'm even more confident that this was the right thing to do. I'll get into that later though. I'm still on the waiting list for the gender clinic, and if I had been approved for top surgery under public healthcare, I'm pretty sure I still would have wanted to go privately after learning about public trans healthcare. But I opted for a private clinic initially because I was at my wit's end. You've seen my YouTube, you know I'm a mess. I just needed my chest gone. My depression was getting worse each month. It was difficult to go outside because my chest is something I always have to carry with me. I can't just ignore it. It's like, it's there, it's on my body.
I get dressed in the morning, I'm triggered. I take a shower, I'm triggered. I get in the car, I'm triggered.
It's practically ruined my social life, which isn't good when you're already depressed. I'm not done with my transition, but I feel like my dysphoria now is going to be more manageable with that massive problem out of the way.
I'm triggered.
As you know, I had my consultation the 1st of April and my surgery booked for the 25th. 25th. That's not much time at all, but when you're waiting, it feels like forever and you can't really process that this thing that has made you miserable since you first hit puberty is finally gone. It's gone. I can't believe this. It feels like I'm gonna wake up any day now and my chest is gonna be back. The days before the surgery itself, I had to prep, and that's when it was kind of dawning on me. I finally felt hopeful. So basically, you can't wear piercings during the surgery. I have two gauges, is that how it's pronounced? Gauges, gauges, which wouldn't be a problem. They're not gonna close off that easily, like after a few hours. Two lobe piercings above the gauges, pierced in October, along with my lip piercing, and then I have my eyebrow piercing from December. We did our research, and apparently there's plastic piercing retainers you can wear to prevent the hole from closing during surgery, if it's not like nipple piercings and you're having top surgery. Like, I don't know, I don't think they would let you. From what we read, it seems like you can't use metal jewelry for some reason. I don't know, so please don't ask me. Talk to your surgeon before anything, not me. I'm just a dummy online. But I was allowed to wear that in my eyebrow and my lobe piercings. Not in my lip piercing though, because of mouth stuff. I don't know. Do they put tubes and stuff down my throat? I wouldn't know because I was asleep. What I know is that it would probably be dangerous to have something in your mouth that could possibly fall out and choke you. I don't think it was going to, but still, play it safe, you know? So, we got my piercings changed 2 days before the surgery, and after that, I was just straight chilling. You feel like from surgery in 2 days.
Oh my god! Wow!
So I had my surgery scheduled for 9 AM the 25th in another city, so we had to get up pretty early for the drive. We were supposed to be at the clinic at like 7 AM, so we had to wake up at 4 AM, which is just lovely for someone who wakes up at 10 AM. I'm a mess. My sister took me there. Thank you dear sister. Thank you so much for everything. Naturally, I wasn't allowed to eat after midnight, but for good measure I had my last supper at 10 PM. Usually not eating wouldn't be a problem since my normal pills suppress my hunger, but I couldn't take my normal pills that day.
At my old school, this kid gave his normal pills to a neurotypical kid and he got effed up, lol.
Use your brains, love. I can't be taking Ritalin hours before I'm supposed to go under general anesthetics. So I'm just super hungry before the surgery. On top of that, I'm not allowed to drink after 5 a.m. that morning. If you know me, you'd know that I'm a piss boy. I'm a teeny weeny piss boy who piss a lot all of the time. Why do I piss so much, you ask? You see, I drink a lot, not alcohol. I barely drink that. I drink a lot of water. And that's because another side effect of normal pills is excessive thirst. So I drink every 20 minutes or so. Love that for me. Love to piss. Love to have to pee all the time. You see how it poses a problem when I'm not allowed to drink 4 hours before the surgery, right? I'm hungry, I'm dying of thirst. I don't know if it's really worth it at this point. This life-changing surgery that I've been dying to have for years and years. I don't know if it's worth not drinking water for 4 hours. Like, I'm really weighing my options here. Like, yeah, I've got gender dysphoria that has affected many aspects of my life, but then again, I'm just super thirsty. It's such a difficult decision to make. I opted for the surgery, but at what cost, guys? At what cost? Actually, it wasn't even that bad. I just like being dramatic.
Is that the Grim Reaper?
We arrive at the clinic and they take me to my room with 2 beds that I get to choose between. My sister isn't allowed to come with me, and that's when I get nervous because I'm convinced that I'm stupid and can't do anything by myself. Yes, that's what infantilization has done to me. I have an irrational fear that things are just gonna go south, and since I'm by myself, I'm gonna be too scared to put my foot down. Everything is already planned out, but I mean, what if a nurse comes into my room and goes, "So Miles, are you ready for your BBL?" At this point, all I can do is suck it up and take it like a man. Get that BBL, you know. My sister left to sleep in the car, but she would come back to me, still having my titties, but a massive
toothbrush.
Yes.
Oh my god, I'm just thinking.
Also, don't worry about her sleeping in the car. Like, she's fine. She does that sometimes. Like, don't worry about it. The air conditioning is on and her favorite song is playing. So, like, please don't smash the window.
That's what the mask is. That's what the point of the mask is.
I'm in this very comfy room on my bed, getting well taken care of by all of these nurses. I got a nice view of the church from my bed too. It's nice knowing that God is watching me as I'm permanently altering what he gave me. Just busting it open for our Lord and Savior. Quite literally busting open my skin and stuff. Yeah. Eventually, I was allowed to go shower using some disinfectant. I don't remember what it was called, but I do remember that it said must not get in eyes, mouth, ears, and brain. And I'm like, oh Jesus, that's new to me, but I'll try to not spill anything on my brain. Thankfully, I managed to avoid that. Then I got to wear a white robe, socks and slippers because I'm joining a cult. No, I'm kidding. I was just going to wait in my room with my white robe that isn't meant for a cult. My surgeon took me to his office to draw on my chest. He's not about to freestyle this surgery, you know? Like, could you imagine though? Like, yeah, I think we're gonna start off by just slicing it open here. No, of course he had to draw on me. It's necessary, but I absolutely hated it. I've never willingly allowed anyone to touch my chest before. If you even so much as look at it, I'll turn into a rabid dog. I'll stomp you with my fucking hooves. I got my shit together though for the sake of getting rid of it. So I stared out into thin air with glazed eyes, pretending I was anywhere else while he got it over with. Just normal, healthy human behavior, acting like a zombie. After getting back to my room, I chilled in the bed. I really had to kill some time and I thought, you know what? I've never... No, this is actually embarrassing. This is more embarrassing than anything I've ever shared on my channel. And I've said a lot of embarrassing stuff. I thought, you know what? I've never actually watched Manhunt. I think it was from that video I did with Jay.
The videos with Jay the Star are my best work.
That's outrageous. Like, how?
Are you gonna title a video like "I coming out as dreamsexual"?
No, how dare you? This is genuine.
I'm not gonna invalidate your experiences as a dream.
Say it.
Have you?
Say
You
it.
haven't even watched the dream video. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Okay.
You barely know the guy.
Yeah. No. This is serious.
I'm gonna.
No. You cannot
I'm
leave.
fine with your choice of being dreamsexual.
It's not a choice.
You have not watched a single
I don't need to.
dream video.
I don't need to.
You don't need to.
Yeah, all the manhunts. What's a manhunt?
Oh, you do. It has like 50 million views. What do you mean? What's
I don't
a
know what
manhunt?
manhunt is. I haven't watched it.
Dream gets hunted. That's in Minecraft.
Good.
Oh, okay.
And it's just been a meme in my head. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't feel like I should have to justify my decision to watch Manhunt at a surgery clinic. Like, I'm a free man. I can do what I want, and my viewers aren't gonna stop me. What's my thoughts on it? In all honesty, I was all sorts of up then and there, so I don't remember much. 10 out of 10 though. I did like the music. I remember that much.
Y'all are literally not allowed to criticize me, like I just got out of surgery. That is so messed up.
Eventually, one of the nurses came to put in my IV, and we just chatted for a bit. I think she had trouble finding a juicy vein, but she asked what I do for a living, so I said I do freelance work, kinda. I'm just trying to make my work sound as normal as possible. I don't want to tell her that I'm being a shithead online and that's what I do for a living. I cannot tell her that I specialize in being a menace online, or she's gonna call the cops on me. I mean, yeah, that's what you do. Kind of, because people get swatted, so yeah. She was intrigued though and asked if I could maybe show her my art afterwards. Unfortunately, I never did get to show her, so that's sad. She was nice. Anyways, when she left, I started checking Tumblr for a bit right before another nurse came in to do something. I don't remember what though, and now that I think about it, I think I've got some of this mixed up. Maybe I got the IV before getting drawn on, I don't really know. Anyhow, this nurse did something, so I put my phone on my tummy. When I picked it back up, I saw big toothbrush dick written across the screen in the biggest f***ing text. This was in her line of view. Just big toothbrush dick. No context written across my phone screen. If this nurse, for some reason, comes across this video, I promise I wasn't up to anything weird. I mean, I am up to something weird, but like not that weird stuff. I'm just a shit poster, ma'am. It's ironic. I did it ironically. I had the text big fucking dick on my phone ironically. No, I wasn't looking at porn at the surgery clinic, ma'am. Stop. But yeah. Tumblr wasn't a good idea, so I just went back to watching Manhunt again. I did lose track of time at one point, and I do think I had to wait longer than 2 hours, but I'm not very sure because I also fell asleep, only to be woken up to be taken to the surgery room. Yes, finally. Finally things are falling into place, as they should. Again, I've never been under general anesthetics or had any type of surgery, so this was my first time, and oh brother, was it scary! I knew I had nothing to worry about, but like, come on, do I even have to explain why this is scary? Not because it's hurt, it's just scary. I'm in a sterile environment, IV drop in my arm, half naked, surrounded by strangers who are literally gonna cut me open like a piece of meat. I felt like Frankenstein's monster, quite frankly. Knowing that I'm not going to be awake or feel anything doesn't really comfort me the way it should. Like, I feel like that's kind of what made it scary to me, losing control. Thankfully, I was unconscious within seconds, cause if I was given any time to think about it, I would have eventually freaked out. Before, all of this has only been in theory, but once they put on the oxygen mask, the reality of the situation, it just hits. This is the point of no return.
Irreversible damage.
Everything that happens from here on out is completely out of your control.
Irreversible damage.
And that's scary. That's very scary.
Irreversible damage.
I'm usually not a control freak, but it's the fact that whatever you wake up to is what you're gonna have to live with for the rest of your life.
I'm dropping hints that Irreversible Damage by Abigail Shrier had a negative impact on me.
Obviously, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't want this 100% and it's necessary for my well-being, but permanence is kind of scary. Changing something permanently is scary, no matter what, no matter how sure you are. When I wake up though, I was just completely relieved. I believe I first woke up when I was still in the surgery room, maybe. I could be wrong though, because I drifted in and out of sleep multiple times, and apparently I did some stuff when I was half awake, and I don't remember trying to sit up and having to be restrained, apparently, and I was just groaning, and that freaked out the other patients because they were also going in for surgery, and they were like, oh my god, it doesn't really feel that bad. I mean, no, it wasn't even that bad. Like, I don't know why I was groaning. Sorry if I freaked any of you out. I do remember that when I first woke up, I was already wearing the compression vest, which was a relief. I wasn't sure how disoriented I would be waking up, and I feel like if you wake up confused with a scar stretching across your chest, you'd freak out, right?
Is that the Grim Reaper?
Fortunately, that didn't happen. I knew exactly where I was and what had happened. I must have fallen back asleep when they brought me back to my room. When I finally woke up completely, my roommate was gone. I forgot to mention it, but yeah, I had a roommate. We didn't really interact at first. It was his turn to get surgery though. After they returned him in his bed, he was still sleeping, but later when he woke up, he sat up and we made eye contact for the first time. Both of us just nodding in acknowledgement. He was wearing the same compression vest, so I opened the conversation by asking if he also had top surgery, and honestly, it was such a relief and a comfort to have someone going through the same thing as you. Gender-affirming surgery is only a fraction of this clinic's procedures, so I could have very well shared room with someone who's getting a nose job. I don't know, it's something about having someone else also having top surgery, like, whoa, you're just same hat, same... no titties. This guy asked me my name and I told him it was Miles, and he gave me a look of confusion and asked, Corn! Corn! Your name is Corn! Now, listen. Corn in Swedish is called mice. So I see why it could be misinterpreted. I just thought it was funny that this guy thought my name was Corn. And honestly, it's kind of a good name now that I think about it. Like, I'm not going to change my name to Corn, but if any of you are looking for a new name, consider Corn. You're welcome. It's gender neutral. Now, even though we didn't share any social media because we were only there for a couple hours, that's weird, okay? It was still a cool experience to bond with a stranger over. We're both starting a new chapter of our life and we're both ecstatic, like holy shit. I don't think any cis person is ever gonna understand the magic of talking to someone who's been in the same pain you have, knowing it's over for both of us. You're in such a vulnerable state next to someone you don't even know, but you're just chatting away about everything you're looking forward to. We also talked about how nice the nurses were. They took good care of us and fed us. I got some yogurt with some big ass blueberries and some Coke, which I snorted.
Cocaína.
JK, it was Coca-Cola.
Flour.
unfortunately.
Somebody just asked me why I hate the military.
They definitely wouldn't have treated you this good if you opted for public healthcare. The difference between me and my roommate was that he was further into his medical transition than me, so I assumed that he could have gotten the state-funded top surgery or whatever. He told me that he'd choose a private clinic because public healthcare fucking sucks. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? I never thought about that. It's not like I've talked about it in like all of my videos. Now, I haven't done too much research into this because it's like really difficult unless you can find someone who's gone through it themselves. And I'm not gonna hunt someone down just to hit them up like, "Hi stranger, can we talk about your surgically removed tits?" So take it with a grain of salt, alright? What my roommate told me is that surgeons available through public healthcare aren't even specialized within gender-affirming surgery. Instead, they get the same surgeons who perform mastectomies on cancer patients, which isn't really the same. I mean, if I had absolutely no other choice, I would probably accept that, but what trans masc people are looking for ideally is to masculinize their chest. So yeah, as if I wasn't already frustrated with trans healthcare, now I have another reason to hate it. Fix it, fucking fix it, fuck you, I hate it. I will never take my top surgery for granted. I am so lucky that this was an option for me. Thank you to anyone who has financially supported me, either through donations or simply by watching my ads. All my earnings on YouTube went to my surgery. It makes me so angry and upset that this isn't the norm for everyone. I'm one of the lucky ones, I feel, and I've gone through absolute hell to get here. So I can't even begin to imagine how things would have been if I was less fortunate.
Is that the Grim Reaper?
When I've healed and gotten back up on my feet, you bet I will raise absolute hell about the treatment of trans people. Like, I'm so angry right now. It's difficult to stand up for your rights when the system has already beat you into submission, but god damn it if it doesn't motivate me to get better and get back. Like, fuck you to anyone who's standing in the way of us being able to live our fucking life. I'm drooling, that's how mad I am.
Never beating the rabies allegations.
I got to go back home the same day. I was doing amazing and I feel like it might have been the endorphins. My sister returned to the clinic and my surgeon brought us to his office to let us take a sneak peek at my new chest, and oh my god, oh my god, I couldn't have been happier. My sister even said that my surgeon started smiling at my initial reaction. That's just a small detail, but to me that says a lot about him. I don't think I can ever express my gratitude to him. He has changed my life completely. He has made it worth living. But the fact that he smiled at my reaction tells me that he knows just how much this means to trans people. To most people, this is just an aesthetic surgery like boob implants and stuff. But to me, this was genuinely life-saving. I've mentioned it before, but I don't like to talk about it or go into details because it's already a known fact about the trans community, so it feels like nothing I will say will change that. I've struggled with really bad side-by-source ideation, and I definitely wouldn't have survived another year. I even struggled to make it through the month, knowing that my surgery date was just around the corner because my thoughts got real dark at times. Real dark. Lovely. Love that for me.
I hate my fucking life. I hate myself so much.
You want to know how much my boobs weighed? 1 kilogram. Each. 1 kilogram each. 2 kilograms combined. 4.4 pounds. Which I was carrying like I'm f***ing Atlas. That's heavy. Even for someone who likes having boob, and it's 2 kilograms too heavy for someone like me who doesn't want it. No, I didn't get to see the tissue, but I'd imagine it looks something like the chicken breasts I always show in my videos. So yeah, this marks the end of another chapter in my life, which is absolutely crazy. Can you believe this? Can you believe this is what I've been hyping up and like working towards since the beginning of my channel? I feel so good, and I'm ready to finally live my life in a body I'm more comfortable with. You have no idea how much my chest interfered with my life. Even when I wore a binder, it's not gonna completely flatten fucking 2 kilograms worth of meat orbs. Plus, it's not comfortable to wear for several hours at a time. The day after the surgery, I put on a t-shirt for the first time. I was just, oh, it was so, just so much joy, so happy seeing how it looks on me. Wearing a different article of clothing for the first time since surgery makes me so happy, and I can't wait to recover enough to go out and do stuff finally and like flex my chest. I'm ready to take on the world. So I think that's all I had to say for now. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, like this video, comment your thoughts, or let me know what your favorite drink is. Have I already asked that? I really like water a lot. I drink so much water all of the time. If I get something to drink, I need a glass of water to balance that out. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch. I still have a Ko-Fi if you want to donate. Hope to see you in my next video. I'm so happy. Positive vibes. Bye.